So I am back with a new video and a new baby, as you can see here. And I wanted to come and introduce this little girl to you guys. Um, I finished this baby. She was born about 2 days ago on Sunday. I believe Sunday was December 19th, if I'm not mistaken, and it is like early in the morning right now on December 21st. So she's about 2 days old, and I was thinking of waiting to introduce her to you guys probably after Christmas or a couple of days, maybe before Christmas. But I couldn't wait, and I wanted to bring her on now just in case. I don't know when I'll do another video. So I was like, I'm going to take this opportunity early this morning before my day gets really busy, before I go out or anything. I wanted to come and show you your new little niece. So without further ado, you probably can tell who she is just by her little hand sticking up right here. But I have fallen in love with this baby in the past 2 days since I finished her. She is painted by me. So this is the baby that I said I was working on, and I wanted to finish her so she could be my Christmas baby. So indeed, I put my all into it last week when I couldn't really walk on my leg. I was sitting, so I took advantage of the time that I was off my feet last week to finish painting this baby, because I was just determined to finish her. And when I get like that, I think that's when I do my best painting, and I actually just get really productive and just get the baby done. So that's what happened with her. I was determined to get her done. So I'm going to let you guys see her. I have just fallen in love with her. I was already in love with this kit, this sculpt, but like after I actually got her done and like assembled her and weighted her and like just had her in the room back here with me and got to hold her and everything, I really have gotten attached to this baby more than I thought I would. And with my vinyl reborns, that is like really rare where there's one that I'll want to like keep close near me and actually hold them and everything. I will more hold my silicone babies and cuddle with them more often, more regular, just a normal occurrence with my silicone babies. But it's rare where I'll have like a vinyl reborn that I actually want to keep in my room back here, not put them in the nursery yet with the other babies, and just like hold the baby and really bond with it. And so I'm kind of surprised at this with this baby. I was not expecting it, but as you can see from the hands, those famous hands, it is Laura, my version of Laura by Bonnie Brown. Let me take her passy off so you can see her lips. So that is my version of Laura. And with this baby, I was planning on like a whole different skin tone for her. So she kind of, again, one of my babies that I was working on that determine their own skin tone. And I tend to do that a lot. I will reach the skin tone, and when that baby kind of speaks to me and says, I'm born, I'm alive, so to speak, that is when I stop. I kind of let the baby tell me when they're born, so to speak. So she is just in a t-shirt. That's what I had her in. A diaper and some little pom-pom socks and her little hospital hat. So I did start rooting her a little bit. As you can see, there's a little hair poking out, but she is definitely not done rooting. But I wanted to see her with some hair right now. Although I didn't finish rooting her yet, I definitely plan on it soon. That's the bottom of her feet. Definitely want her with hair. And at first I was liking how she looked as a bald baby. But then I was like, I wonder how she would really look with hair. So then I just went ahead. Let's see. I finished painting her on Sunday morning. Then I weighted her, assembled her sometime Sunday evening. And this hair I did yesterday, like early yesterday, the little bit that she has. So that's how like I've been working on her. Whenever I had any time, I was working on her. And I love how she kind of curls up. So let me let you guys see the little bit of hair that I tried to put on her head, just to give me an idea of how she would look with a little hair. So that is what I did to her. And I actually do like her more so with hair, because at first I was like considering leaving her with no hair, because I really did like how she looked as a bald baby, this baby. But then I was like, no, I think I need her, you know, to have hair. So then I proceeded to just start rooting her. This is as far as I got right now. And I also wanted to see what color hair, and I like this color hair on her, because at first I was thinking of jet black hair, but then I had this hair and it's like a dark brown. So I think I prefer her with her skin tone more so with the dark brown. So that is also why I proceeded to root her just a little bit, just to see how she looks and like what color hair for sure I was going to use. So I'm going to put her on the boppy now so you guys can see her a little more. I think they, like when I lay them on the boppy, you can see them better back here, because then I can kind of put the camera down on them. So I'm not going to hold her the whole video. I am going to try this little pajama on her. It's a little Christmas pajama that I have. Look at that hand. I love her hand. And I love this, like this sculpt from the time I had seen it. This was one I had pre-ordered at the time from McPherson's when they were doing pre-orders. And when I got this baby, I didn't even know like how special this sculpt was going to be at the time when I pre-ordered it. I just went ahead. I loved it. So I pre-ordered it, and I'm so happy that I pre-ordered her. She was one of the first from the first edition with the special COA and everything. And I love her little COA that she comes with. And I didn't bring it back here with me because I'm in my bedroom. So it is up in the nursery, but I will share her COA in one of her next videos with her. So this is little Miss Laura. And as I said, she's the Laura by Bonnie Brown. So I have now my Levi, which I love my Levi, also painted by me. And now I have my Laura. So I have my two little Bonnie Brown sculpts. I love Bonnie Brown sculpts. And I had so many others, like the twin A and B. I had a couple of times that I painted and I didn't keep any of them. I'm so sad I did not keep them. So now I have this little girl and Levi, Laura and Levi. And I'm trying to hold on to them because who knows if we'll get a new Bonnie Brown sculpt at all, if ever. So definitely these babies, Levi and Laura, are special to me. I definitely will do a video with the two of them together. He also is partially with his little partially rooted patch, as you guys know, in the top of his hair. But both of them, I want to definitely finish rooting them. Whenever I get that time where I can just sit and root them. This was real quick right here that I did. It is like, say, an hour's worth of rooting right here on the top of her head. But I definitely want to finish her. And before I go on, let me say, please subscribe if you are new to my channel. Please hit the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I do new videos. Please, everyone, give the video a thumbs up, hit the like button, and I hope everyone is doing well this last few days before Christmas. I can't believe it. It is the 21st today, like 4 days before Christmas. Like, where did the month go, you guys? Where did it go? So, I'm pretty much done, like I said, with my shopping. I'm just waiting for stuff that I ordered to get here in the mail for it to be delivered. So that's the only thing. And I'm thinking some of it possibly won't get here until after Christmas from the way the tracking is looking. But other than that, I'm pretty much ready for Christmas. I'm just enjoying the moments right now with my family, with my kids and everything. But I definitely wanted to come share my little baby. So, as I said, this baby is painted by me and somewhat beginning of rooting. And I bring that up, mention that to say, please subscribe, because when I hit my 5,000 subscriber milestone on this channel, on my new channel here, I will be doing a vinyl reborn giveaway at that time that will be painted by me as well. So if you're interested in getting a baby painted by me, or you're interested in just having a vinyl reborn, you could be new to the community and you want a vinyl reborn, I will be giving one away once I hit that 5,000 subscriber mark. So please, please make sure you subscribe so you'll know when we get to that point, and I will be doing a giveaway at that time of a vinyl reborn. It will be an authentic sculpt kit vinyl, but I do not know yet what kit it will be. I'm not sure. But we'll figure it out by between then and now. That's a ways to go for me before I hit that 5,000. But it's all up to you guys. If you keep subscribing, I could get there even faster. So also, please keep sharing my videos. Share my videos with your friends that might be thinking about getting into collecting these beautiful lifelike dolls. Share my videos with them. Any dolly friends you have, share my videos, please, on your other social media platforms. And the share button is always under the videos. You'll see share. I believe it's like, it says like, dislike, share. You can click share and share my videos. And I appreciate those of you who already share my videos. Thank you so much. And so, what else do I want to say? So I'm going to put her into this. I was taking her pictures a few minutes ago. I'm going to change her into this diaper. It's bigger. It's one of those Eco Natty or organic diapers. So I'm going to change her out of this pamper. The pamper is a newborn pamper on her and it fits her. But to me, it's like a really snug fit. And this diaper, it usually fits a little bigger, so I want to try that one on her. But that is her little curled up legs. I think I like how the babies, when they are slightly curled with the little bent legs, I just think it looks like, how newborns usually look. They are usually curled up when they are so, newborn and small like her. So I think it's fitting for them to be curled up. So it's like so funny though with her skin tone. I was supposed to be making her a chocolate baby. I was gonna do me a chocolate Laura. But somehow when she got to this skin tone, I just fell in love with it. She was alive when she hit this skin tone. And then I also wanted her lips dark. So then I went with the darker lips. I think her lips, like when I made them darker, because first I had them lighter, they weren't speaking to me yet. But when I made them this darker color, it really enhanced her to me. I love the dark lips on her. I used to paint all of my babies with dark lips when I first started, and then I kind of got away from it. Now some of them they just have all different color lips depending on what goes with the skin tone. But with her, I specifically went from the lighter lips. I wanted to see her with darker lips. It just seemed like it would more bring her out, and they did, in my opinion. So she's going to put on this soft, fluffy velour Christmas sleeper. It has Santa on it. It says My First Christmas in silver with little gifts. It has a reindeer and small little silver stars all over it. And it's a side snap. This one I had for a while, and it is a mother care new baby size. So it says up to 7.5 pounds, this sleeper. And I dropped the hat. Just a second. So it has this reindeer hat with it, but I don't know if I want this big fluffy hat on her. But we'll see how it looks. And it has a little red nose, as you can see. I'm all into my reindeers as usual. As I said, Rudolph is like my favorite Christmas like character is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And ironically, this year, about 2 weeks ago, my daughter, well, all of my kids are in high school now, but my middle daughter, Nicole, she is 16. She is in the theater group where she helps make like the scenery for the plays, and we went to their school for a play, which it happened to ironically be Rudolph they did this year at their high school, and it was so nice, you guys. I just really had a nice time. They did such a good job, the kids, reacting Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Like, they did an amazing job. They had like all of the actual original costumes that was in that original Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer movie that I grew up watching as a child, and still will watch it now with my kids. As they grew up, I would watch it again with them. And so they reenacted that original Rudolph with the original, like all of the costumes, the characters. Like, it was so well done, like professionally done. The kids did such a good job. All of the scenery, you really like thought you were watching the movie on stage, like over. I just really enjoyed it. We went to see that like 2 weeks ago on a Saturday. They had did that. So I really love Rudolph, and it was nice to see that play with my kids this year. So yeah, I like how this diaper fits her better. These diapers are so soft because they are like eco-friendly organic diapers. So they will rip easily, but I like how they fit. They are really, really soft, and they're newborn, but they fit bigger than those Pamper brand diapers. For certain babies, I like the bigger diaper. So getting to this baby's name. So I was trying to figure out a name that goes well with Laura, because I kind of wanted to keep her sculpt name. This baby is a portrait baby created from a real baby of a special artist in our community. So that is special with the name Laura. And then she's a Bonnie Brown sculpt, and as I said, I'm now like any Bonnie Brown sculpt I have, I'm trying to hold on to. Um, and I only have two right now. And so the last baby I did was my Levi before this one. And I wanted to keep his name Levi this time. So I like the name Micah because I had a Levi that was a Micah a couple of years ago. So I renamed my second Levi that I have now Micah as well, but I made his middle name Micah because I wanted him to keep his sculpt name Levi as his first name. So this baby, I wanted her to keep Laura as her first name. So I was trying so hard for the past 2 days. Since I finished her, it's now going into 3 days, but say 2 days, I'm trying to figure a name for this baby. And I really didn't want to like take away her sculpt name. But what I found out was the name Laura is hard to match up with a middle name that goes with it. It's like every middle name I was thinking of that I would want to call her as her second name, that I want to give her, is like it sound like two first names. So I'm like, what name goes with Laura? Nothing goes with Laura. It's like I thought of Laura Lee, of course, but I didn't want the Lee. I thought of Laura Lynn, but I didn't really want to do Laura Lynn, but that goes nice together too. So I was like, what goes with Laura? Those are the only two names I thought of that can go with Laura. Laura Lee, Laura Lynn. And then all of a sudden, there's this other name that I like. And I also like the meaning of it. And I was like, oh, Laura Bell. I love the name Bell. And I love the meaning of the name Bell. It means lovely one or beautiful. And that definitely fits this baby for me, the sculpt itself. And now as I look at her, I love how she looks. So I was like, yes, Belle would be a beautiful name for her. So her name is Laura Bell. I feel like when I said it together, it rolled off of my tongue good together. It sounds good together. Laura Bell. And you can kind of use that Bell as a middle name to go with Laura as the first name. It just seems like it fit. So I was sitting here holding her a little while ago, and that's when I just like made up my mind to get up and do the video this early in the morning. And the reason being because I finally figured out her name, and then she just became super, like, even more important to me than she already is, this baby. Because when I said her name together, all of a sudden it brought back like a memory, and I was like, oh, I had an aunt named Laura Bell. I never had thought of it until I figured out I wanted to name her Laura Bell. And I was like, wait, I had an aunt with that name. And she's the only person that I know of in real life that my aunt was named Laura Bell. So I was like, oh yes, that is the perfect name for this baby. And ironically, my Aunt Laura was kind of this skin tone. Didn't think of any of that, never thought of it, never crossed my mind while I was painting the baby. Never thought of like, oh, my aunt was Laura Bell. I didn't think of that. Never thought of her. I didn't think of my aunt until after I named the baby Laura Bell. And all of a sudden, like a light went off in my mind, and it just flooded back all of these memories of my Aunt Laura. So my Aunt Laura was my great aunt, and she was my mom's aunt, my mother's sister, which would have been my grandmother's sister. So she was my great aunt. She passed away some years ago. It's been years ago now. She was 95 when she passed away. So she lived a long time. And she was crippled my whole life, like as growing up as a child. She was always my aunt who couldn't walk. She was in a wheelchair or on crutches the whole time, growing up. But she always amazed me when I was a little girl at all of the things that she still would do, even though she couldn't walk without the assistance of her crutches or being in a wheelchair. And the reason she was crippled was because when she was a little girl, she had gotten polio back then and it made her crippled. And even my mother said when she was growing up, her Aunt Laura was the one who took care of her and her brothers and sisters while my mother's mother worked. And so Aunt Laura was like their second mom. Although she was their aunt, she was like their second mother. And even when I began growing up, Aunt Laura was way up in age by then. She was still taking care of me and other cousins. Like, she was just an amazing woman. She even marched on Washington with Martin Luther King way back then. And she was in a wheelchair, couldn't walk. But she marched with Martin Luther King. Like, this baby, when I named her, all of those memories of, hearing these different things my Aunt Laura had did and how amazing she was all came flooding back to me. My grandmother also marched with Martin Luther King, her and my Aunt Laura together back then. So it just, like, all of those things came back, all due to this baby here, little Laura. Like, these dolls are so amazing, and you never know when you have a doll, you bring it home, whether you paint it yourself or you bring it home and it's painted by another artist, like what that doll is going to bring to you when you get it. You just don't know. But yes, this baby Laura Bell, she brought back all of those memories to me of my Aunt Laura Bell. So that is her name. That's a little story now behind all that the baby represents. The baby will now remind me of my aunt, definitely. And that Aunt Laura, me and her share the same birthday month all the time. We would always remember each other's birthday because we share the same birthday month as well, September. So, like, just all of that stuff, like, I hadn't thought about her in a long time, and this baby just like brought all of that back to me. It's so strange. And like I said, I wasn't planning on painting her this color, and she's ironically the skin tone like my Aunt Laura was. And this is the first time I think I did this particular skin tone. She looks similar to my other babies, but she's actually, I don't know how it's going to come across on camera, but she's really a different skin tone than a lot of my other babies that I've painted in an ethnic skin tone. So this is like a whole different type of way I painted her this time. Different paint mix and everything. And this is the color I got. And it, ironically, it's like my Aunt Laura's skin tone was. It's so very strange. But this baby is definitely special in so many ways. I'm so happy to have her in my collection. I'm so happy I was able to finish her before Christmas because I definitely was determined to have her as my Christmas baby, as I said. So that's how she looks with the headband on. I'm trying to think, do I want the headband or the reindeer hat? I probably will take some pictures of her with her little reindeer hat on, but most likely I'll have her with the headband because I do like seeing her hair. So anyway, guys, that is about all for this video. I just wanted to come and introduce my newest baby to you guys and let you see her, let you find out her little name. And yeah, so that's the little family history of my people that I, come from. Definitely a strong line of women my grandmother, her, like I said, my Aunt Laura, her sister, my mother, strong, determined women. So I definitely see I inherited that from them. And that also came to me as I was thinking about Aunt Laura, thinking about my grandmother, thinking about my mom, and I was like, oh yeah, that's where I come from. That's where I get my drive from. My determination, my strength, and all of that comes from all of those women who, raised me. So, anyway, that is just a little bit about my family, as well as you meeting my new baby and her beautiful name, Laura Bell, baby Bell. So, there she is. She fits this sleeper perfectly. I'm kind of confused on what size clothes this baby wears because when I was painting her, I was thinking she was going to be bigger. When I see her on other people's videos, she looks bigger. But as I assembled her, she doesn't look all that big. So I'm like, does she wear a newborn or does she wear 0 to 3 months? I thought she was going to be more of a 0 to 3 months. And ironically, I sold so many of my newborn sleepers thinking she wouldn't fit them, that they were going to be too small and I needed to shop for 0 to 3 months sleepers for her. And I sold all of the newborn sleepers that I was saving for a while for a baby when I get a newborn girl. And now I have to probably go shop for more newborn sleepers because I don't know. I'll have to try more stuff on her. But this goes up to 7 pounds, this sleeper, which to me reminds me more of a newborn size. And she's fitting it. So I'm like, a 3 months probably is too long for her. But I enjoy shopping anyway. So I guess I'll be shopping for clothes for Laura now. Probably newborn size, it looks like. So we'll see. I'm going to try some more stuff on her to get a better idea. Does she fit newborn or not? And that's the back. She's definitely filling out the back of the sleeper. So I don't know. We'll see what size she wears. We shall see, but I like her lips, so I prefer her without the passy. But anyway, guys, if I don't get back on here before Christmas, I don't know. I'll see what happens, if I'll make another video or not. But if I don't, please enjoy your Christmas. Merry Christmas to those of you who celebrate Christmas. Enjoy your holiday. Be safe. Have fun with your loved ones. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you for supporting my channel. Thank you for all the love. And we will see you in the next video. Happy holidays, guys. Take care. Stay safe.